Welcome back to my YouTube channel, aka The Playmat today. I'm Ron with 41 Trading. We deal in military antiques, collectibles, but we resell anything. We try to find cool stuff, get it to people who want it at a good price. Today, I'm going to be showing you how to turn $100 into thousands of dollars. I went to a storage unit liquidation yesterday. Fortunately, didn't have to buy the whole unit myself. They pieced it out, so to speak. They let you go through the contents and pick out what you wanted, and they named a price on that stuff. And I found this box of Pokemon stuff, and I just saw a foil promo Evee on top, and I said, you know, I'll take a chance on that. Usually these promos, they're 20-30 bucks. I like Evee. You know, it's also an early card, so maybe there's some early stuff in there. You know, maybe there's a few $10-20 cards. I can probably make some money off of that. Little did I know. So let's get into some of the basic stuff. That was near the top. The energies, cheap trainers and stuff are near the top. And I've sleeved all these. Almost everything in there was sleeved already. I've added some sleeves on stuff because even these base set 2 and Shadowless energies can have some value to them, like a buck, I think, $1.50 maybe if it's Shadowless. But one of the indications from this is that this is probably a playable deck that somebody had, because you had these proxy cards, and you know, it looks like it was a kid's set at some point based on the handwriting. If you don't know what a proxy card is, right, if you don't have a particular card and your friend group is cool with it, you can just take a cheap card or even a piece of paper and use that as a stand-in. So this was a stand-in for a basic potion in play. There's some interesting stuff in there. They were even using like some proxies for Scyther, Gyarados, Blastoise. So kind of like, okay, well, they couldn't really afford some of the big hitters. So I'm probably just going to be some cheap base set stuff in there. Let's get that off screen. Let's take a look at these trainers. They just have some basic base set trainers. Even these can have some money, a couple bucks. It's kind of surprising. So that's kind of cool. And I'm already all set up on TCG player, so it's easy to liquidate. But the quantity of Shadowless trainers caught my eye, and I'm like, oh, okay, maybe we'll have some Shadowless Pokemon cards in there. And the thing, I think I accidentally had a Squirtle in here. We'll use this to demonstrate what is Shadowless. So you can see on the right side of the frame here, there's a shadow. And the Shadowless print run was in 1999, and it did not have that shadow. I don't know if they did it intentionally. It was probably just an oversight, but because that print run is smaller, there are fewer of those cards, and law of supply and demand, if something is rare, and especially if it's rare and collectible and odd, people want it more, and there's fewer of them, so there's a premium on the Shadowless stuff. But with the trainers and the energy cards, you have to look at the copyright date for that 1999 to identify those as coming from that Shadowless print run. So let's get into the actual cards here. And there's some interesting stuff. It's just some good nostalgia, right? War Turtle, Electrode, they're kind of cool. Okay, then we got first edition Magikarp, Shadowless Magikarp, Shadowless War Turtle. Okay, now we're talking, right? First edition Team Rocket Squirtles, Lapras, that's $5. Holofoil Lapras, that is a $10 card, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm just like pumped. You know, these are probably $5 plus cards, being that there's Shadowless and first edition. And it just keeps going. So here's that foil promo Evee. That's, I believe, $30. What could be better than that?
Another one, and another one, and another one, and another one.
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 $30 Eevees. That more than pays for the entire buyout I did. Because I bought more than the Pokemon cards. I got a bunch of books. I got a bunch of toys. There's some 90s toys in there. Turtles, Jurassic Park. So that might be good too. But this is great. I love these. You know, I'll pick one of these out and put it in my personal collection, sell the rest. They're near mint, in my opinion. I mean, maybe that's some chipping there. I don't, you know, everybody's opinion is subjective on what is near mint, what is LP, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, wow, what could be better than this? How about a Blastoise? Shadowless Blastoise. If I'm not mistaken, that is a $500 card. So I am crashing out at this point last night. I'm like, oh man, I hit the jackpot. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. And you know, me personally, fug Charizard. All my homies like Blastoise, right? I was a Blastoise guy. I think I had one of these. I don't think it was Shadowless. I think it was just kind of a base set holofoil, which is probably worth money today if I could find it. It is at my parents' house somewhere or in my garage somewhere. But regardless, now I have one. It's probably LP, lightly played, in my opinion. Got some chipping up here on the top edge. I definitely wouldn't sell it as near mint. Would that qualify as MP to someone? I don't know. But I believe LP is 500. I mean, I can't imagine an MP would be much less than that. And I'm stoked. I'm like, okay, it's going to be downhill from here, right? And, you know, I am a Blastoise guy, and you can kind of tell from the cards you saw previously, this was a water deck. So you're like, okay, this guy's a water guy. There's definitely not going to be a Charizard, right?
Oh my God!
This is 200, I believe. First edition Team Rocket Dark Charizard. So all the Chari bros out there, this one's for you. I'm not gonna lie, it's a cool card. I like this art. It's, you know, they went into in the later gens different art. So, you know, they started with just the Pokemon Game Boy sprites, colorized and put on the cards. You get into this stuff. This is kind of cool. More stylized artwork. I think this is kind of base set, and Jungle, Fossil, Team Rocket is pretty peak in my opinion. Some of the newer stuff, there's so much going on some of these newer cards. You just can't even tell what the character is or what they're doing. So onwards we go. We're almost at 10 minutes. If this is long, just bear with me, guys. So let's see, what have we got? Oh, spoiler alert, there's another top loader in there, guys, if you saw. Alakazam, 33 bucks, base set 2, holofoil. Dark Blastoise. You know, these are pretty cool. I don't know, that's probably tens of dollars. Hitmonchan. This is actually a pretty cheap one. It's foil, but it was pretty common. I believe I might have had multiple of these when I was a kid. So, you know, not much exciting here. Let's see, where do I, you know, random JP Electrode. Pretty heavily played Sandshrew. Sandshrews are a little bit expensive, I think, for base set. Muck. Some cool stuff. Dark Golduck. Some of these I had gotten out of Pokemon, at least buying new stuff by the time Team Rocket came around. Gengar Fossil. I don't know what the deal is. People love Gengar these days. I believe that's worth a little bit of money. Machokes. I've sold some Machokes. Doug Trio. Now this, let's pause right here. I love Arcanine, first of all. One of my favorite Pokemon. First edition, this is Do I have it written down here? $86. It's like, okay, man, this set is way different from my expectations. Pikachu promo, $20. 1, 2, 3. Holofoil Raichu, probably worth buku dollars. Buku, I mean, like, you know, tens of dollars. Let's stop here. I love Ninetales, one of my other favorites. I believe this is probably worth buku dollars. Oh, there's another 4th Pikachu promo. So, like, I'm just ecstatic. This is wonderful. This is all like nostalgia for me. I got a shiny Blastoise. I'm riding high. Zapdos, first edition. Price check, $480. I believe that's a last sold price. It might be a listing. No, that's a listing, I'm pretty sure. This is insane. $200s worth of cards. I mean, this is it, right? It's not going to get any better than this. Is it? Let's continue. More holofoil. This is pretty cool. I'm pretty sure I've got one of these. I don't remember. I think it might be 30, 35 bucks. First edition. I didn't look all of these up. You know, I was like, okay, this is a minty little deck right here. All these holofoils. Like, how did this kid get all this? That's what I'm wondering, is like, this is supposed to be a playable deck and it's all collector's pieces. Let's see. Misty's Seadra pre-release. I don't know much about pre-release. I don't think there's a big premium on that. Promo Mew, that should probably be in a top loader. That's probably $100. Pinsir, I think I had some of these as a kid. They're probably somewhere. Holofoil Nidoqueen. First edition Sandslash. Golduck. I don't remember. Yeah, because you never see Psyduck evolve, at least in the cartoons or anything. Golem, Magneton First Edition Holo, Flareon. I loved all the Evee evolutions too. Hitmonlee, Primeape, $100 Venusaur. Well, $86 Venusaur? I don't remember. Under $100, surprising. No love for Venusaur. What else have we got here? Dark Dragonite, Moltres. Love the birds too. Got that Zapdos, the Moltres. There's an Articuno in here somewhere. Another Arcane 9, Scyther. And, you know, just going through, nothing really exciting. I think that's, oh no, that's not the promo. Oh, it's first edition. See, everything is first edition, Shadowless, promo, or just cool looking. I mean, look at this Jolteon. That's a jungle set. I've never seen one of those. I don't even remember those from when I was a kid. Regular Zapdos. Is that the same as the other one? I can't find it. Anyway, Dark Jolteon, first edition. Another Jolteon, Electabuzz. Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's the movie promo, Electabuzz. Those are worth a little bit of money. And I mean, if you know what you're looking at here, you're probably just racking up the prices here, right? We're talking hundreds of dollars in you know, just cards added up, in addition to those nice big $200 or the $200 and the $480 card. These came top loaded. I don't know why these, if anything, were top loaded. I don't think they're worth a bunch. Another Blastoise, base set 2.
Bruh.
Gyarados, first edition. Like I said, I like Blastoise. I like Gyarados more. This is wild. This is a $600 card. I don't know if there's any listings right now. It is moderately played, in my opinion. So, you know, I believe I filtered down to moderately played. So 600 for moderately played last sale. This would be my favorite if it were not moderately played. The front is mint. I can't see anything. Well, there's some damage down there in the bottom. And kind of some damage up here at the top too. And let's I almost forgot one thing. Let's go, here's that Zapdos. Can we just mention here how insane the print quality is on this? Look how off center this Zapdos is. Very right heavy, I believe is what they say. If you have more of the border on the right side, it's considered right heavy. And look how bottom heavy it is. That is insane. Top bottom centering. It is worse top and bottom than it is left and right. And left and right is bad. How did anything get graded 10 from this era? It's unimaginable. So, there's one last thing. How could it get better, right?
Oh my God!
This is probably the coup de grace, the prize piece for me from this. It's mint. I don't see anything looking through a camera screen at it and kind of around the camera. Again, I don't see anything. This is $600. I mean, this is just wild. So I had the most amazing time going through this, sorting this, scanning this. I mean, this is kind of what you dream of when you get into doing this kind of thing. And I scored. I mean, I've been doing this for less than a year, and this was amazing. So if I'm wrong on any of the prices on any of these things, if there's anything I missed, put it down in the comments. Let me know what you think about the quality of these. I mean, just how crazy it is that you have things coming out that are this far off center. Comment down below. Let me know what your favorite one was. I hope this was exciting and thrilling for you guys. I tried to go through it. It actually ended up being pretty close to the order in which I went through these last night. This was one of the last ones I came upon. And I was crashing out last night. It was so much fun and excitement going through this. So if you like this content, hit the like button. Let me know in the comments. You can send a message. I'll probably put a link to my TCG player if that's a thing. I don't know if you can actually go directly to someone's listings on TCG player. That'll be in the comments if you want to see what I have. I'm not sure how much is going to be up from this haul. I'll be honest, a lot of it is going into the personal collection. This is going into the personal collection. The Zapdos is going into the personal. All of these types of things are going into the personal collection. The things that are duplicates, the more normal base set stuff, your Voltorbs, I've probably got these already. I mean, I don't have a first edition Team Rocket Electrode, but I got two of them, so I'll put one of those up. I'm going to put the one that is less minty up there, just FYI. This is a bad example. Most of this I'm going to keep. Okay, there's two Jolteons. I'll get rid of one of the Jolteons. Anyway, I'm going to put these on TCG Player. If there's anything over $250, I'll probably go eBay so that people can get an authenticity guarantee from eBay. But otherwise, you can find all of my general reselling stuff as well on my eBay store in the description. Thanks for watching. Again, hope it was exciting, and I'll see you next time.
Quick addendum to the video. This is way more than I estimated in my head. I was thinking 2,000 for everything. I way underestimated. We're well over 2x that which is insane. And I think this might be conservative, although it is very variable, especially when you get into these low volume $100 cards. They just don't trade a lot. The listings, it's hard to find comparable listings like that Zapdos. I think I said it was 480 in the video. Lowest listing for a moderately played is 480. I think mine is LP. And like I said, it's very subjective, but I'm pretty confident most people would accept mine as an LP. Highest listing of just 3 listings for an MP of that Zapdos is 650 or 645 or whatever. 650, we'll just say. I think a near mint has sold for 1100, but a near mint also sold for 600. So where is the truth? Very hard to say unless you put your specific card on the market. This price estimate, 4,700, is based on TCG Player, based on the exact conditions, and TCG Player will go and estimate the price based on those exact conditions. Price charting, which I was using for some of my pricing on the fly yesterday and the night before, they can pull in bad data. It's pretty close on average. You know, I mean, if you have a $100 card, it's going to tell you it's 100. You know, maybe it's 300 instead of 400 in reality, but price charting, it gets you close enough, and the scanner works better. For the scanner on the app, it's more work to get TCG Player's app to get the actual price, but the price ends up being more accurate. And so I took some time off video to get the most accurate pricing I could, and this is it. So $4,700 worth of cards. And even selling some of the duplicates, I mean, even the Eevees were worth more than I thought. I thought the Eevees were worth 30. They're probably closer to 50. I mean, that base set Electrode, not even first edition. I'm not sure if it was Shadowless. That was a $30 card. Insane. Uh, so, this is an easy moneymaker, and it's a beautiful investment piece. I mean, these are investment grade cards, in my opinion. For however you want to define investment grade, I define these as investments. Uh, a $600 card, the market has proven that it is valuable. It's going to hold value over time. It's only going to go up, and you could invest in $50 EVs and they go up. Say they go up 10% a year. Great. So your $50 turned into 55. It's another thing when you have a $600 card that you paid virtually zero for and it goes up 10% a year. Your $600 card is now 660. In 2 years, it's now 7. Can I do math here? 660, 66, 660, 726. The numbers are wild. So um, again, very happy. Just like, this is amazing. Uh, Thank you for watching. See you next time.